Hello everyone, welcome back to Scarlet Golf Club for round 2 of the Bushwood Open. We've got a lot to do. We start 5 over. So we have our work very much cut out for us. Now we've made one change to our golf bag. And that is we've changed our driver route from I believe it was this Mizuno ST200 we were using before. And we've gone for the Titleist TSI2, which is the starter driver on Season 2 of the Clubhouse Pass. So, in comparison, we're losing a bit of distance, but we have a lot of shot shaping. We've got a lot of forgiveness. And we're also, unfortunately, losing a lot of swing plane and distance. Yeah, we're losing a lot of swing plane here. So let's see how we do with this one, and hopefully maybe just that new driver feeling will bring us some better fortune as we go into round 2 here. Yeah, swing plane is not ideal here. As well as that, remember we are losing a lot of yardage, so do have to be careful here. And is heading right into the sand on this first shot. Not the start I had in mind for breaking out a new club. Let's not club up here. Let's stick to the hybrid and just dig our way out. Please just stay on the fairway. Okay, nice recovery shot. Sets us up with a short range pitch to try and get us down close and in here. Is slightly fast, but just leave us down nice and slow. And we're going to start things off with a birdie here for the second time in a row. So, let's just, hopefully that's a sign of things to come. And any step in the right direction is a step that we welcome. As long as we can keep going in the right direction, which we're not going to do with slow shots like that. Just stay on the fairway is all I ask. I'm begging you. Okay, nice little kick. So yeah, with this club, we're definitely not going to be breaking 300 yards on drives. Bit of a bad lie here. But we can 9-iron this one up. We can try and get it somewhat close to home. Okay, we fasted it a little, so we're not going to be near the pin. We're just going to constantly keep getting away from it. It's going to swing round, just going to lie nicely on the fringe here for us. Chip with a gap wedge should bring us close for a power tap in here. The tempo was perfect, swing plane wasn't. Someday the planets will align and a shot like that's going to go in. But until then, we just take our powers and we hope for the best. My goal for this one is just do better than the last round. I'm not trying to set myself anything loftier than that. I'm going to pitch up with a 5-iron here. Swing plane's a little off. It's still a little bit fast, but should get us close. Or we can do something with it. Okay, we're just off. We're just off site here. We're on the fringe. We can chip. Aimed a little to the side and fasted it. Certainly didn't help our case. But we'll still knock it down for a par. So far, so not terrible. We're coming up and into that stretch of holes that give us nothing but bogeys last time. Okay. That's going long. Longer than I thought it would. It does manage to bounce out of the sand and into heavy rough though. Which I'm a little hesitant about. I pitch this one up with the 9-iron. Might get it. Well, I mean, we're going to get it on the green. Okay, we actually overhit that like by a massive margin. We're just going to keep fast forwarding here. We're a long way away from home here. It's going to break a little bit. Okay, in terms of approach putts, that's not bad. We're still gonna get par out of this. I actually stopped myself mid-sentence because I was like, oh god, what if I just jinx myself? It's happened more times than you would believe. And if you've been watching me for any sort of stretch of time at all, you'll know this. My goal is to hit the fairway in regulation. I have a wide open fairway and somehow it will still get a mission field. Can you just roll? Okay, it'll roll into the heavy rough, which is absolutely not where I wanted to put that thing down at all. And it's going to come off to the side. Give me a good bounce. Okay. Just don't roll the whole way down into the water, please. I'm begging you. Actually, it might have been more beneficial there if we did manage to roll it the whole way down into the water. In some sort of cruel twist of fate. Okay. Awful fifth hole. Please just let's get something out of this. Chunk it. Over and in. Did not expect that to happen, but we somehow rescued par there. Wow, the game's even deeming that replay worthy. Even though it was very fast, horribly inaccurate, it somehow managed to get its way in. Okay, that's my getting away with murder hole. That means I really have to focus here because I feel like I just like used up my entire round's worth of luck on that one shot. Okay, we get it over the hill. Much like my TGC career, over the hill. We do manage to break 300 yards here, but that's because we got a whole lot of downhill stretch. We're going back up the hill now, 24 feet uphill and 163 yards away. 8-iron should get us close. It's a little bit fast. It's actually okay for us. It's going to bring us back over here onto the fairway in the fringe. And we can attempt another chip shot here. A little bit fast, but we got close. And we can just gently roll that in for a par. So, better than the last round so far, by absolutely a wide margin. However, not going to be good enough if we still want to make the cut here, which is really what the game is all about. You just really need to start killing it here, and we're not going to do it with shots like that. I can tell you that much. Give me a nice little bounce here. Okay. We're bouncing back onto the green, but we're hitting an awful roll here. So, we're putting uphill 33 feet. We've got a nasty little bit of break on this hole as well. Or on the hill, sorry, I should say. It's okay. Leave it close enough for a par tap in. Par tap ins are fine. Par tap ins are good. Microphone's just a little bit off to the side there. Don't know how much of that affected audio. I haven't even gone back to check the last one, but Hopefully it's not too bad. Okay, we've got a wide open fairway. Watch as I miss this. Okay. Okay. Let's just take things slow here. Let's not take our shot slow though. Fast shot is fine, coming out of heavy rough. I know we had it short and we like down clubbed on purpose. That's just because I wanted to leave myself open on the fairway and not risk hitting it into the water hazard there. So that shot was short by design. It wasn't a case of, hey, let's close as much distance as we can. This is like, let's miss the water so that I don't take a stroke penalty and leave ourselves in a horrible position to where we can't score on this hole. Whereas right now, even though we hit it short, we're still putting and we can still get a birdie here. And get a birdie we shall. Needle has been moved. We are now +3. We need 3 more of those and we're back at even ball again. It's a lot to ask for. But all we can do is just keep swinging and, you know, fingers crossed. It's very, very fast. And it's not going to stop before it reaches the heavy rough, which is awful. It is absolutely awful. This is another one of those situations where you just have to look at things and be like, okay, well, I am where I am. Just don't go into the water. You just stay on the fairway. It looks like the fairway kind of lips up before it gets to the water, so it's going to stay. It's going to hold steady there. It's going to hold the line. I'm not singing the Toto song. I don't want to get DMCA'd. Awful swing play on that shot. We've got a 23-footer putt for par here. That's not going to drop. Brightness on the green is kind of making it hard to read the pips a little bit, but we drop it down for bogey. Our par, or our good birdie from the last hole is instantly negated. But look, we managed to get out of that front nine relatively unscathed, especially compared to our first attempt at it. So while it definitely feels like it's a bit too little too late, I'm still going to see that as progression. That's a decent enough drive. Okay. Need to take a look at this. Alright, 7-iron. I don't want to land up on this right hand side because it's going to leave us with a downhill putt. But I also don't want to land too far left and risk the water. I'd rather leave myself with a long putt and a 2-tapper than risk a water hazard and have to take a bogey. Okay, so we are putting downhill. It's 107 feet. Actually, it's 107 feet. We don't have to putt at all. We can just splash this. A little bit slow on the splash. Would have liked to have landed closer to the hole than 16 feet, but we find ourselves in the position that we were in, and we have to adjust accordingly. Oh, just about makes it. That felt good. So it's not putting points on the board. It's not advancing ourselves, but I feel like we can take something out of it. That's a strangely accurate drive. I'm not used to that feeling. I'll say that. Managed to leave us 314 yards. Pretty good drive. Although again, we're driving from the top of a hill, so you know, take those distances with a grain of salt. Again, looking at an altitude decrease, so we're gonna club down and anticipate for that. That's going to leave us really, really close. 215 yards. That's a pretty good shot. As long as we don't beans it. This should be an eagle. Let's go. That's a big shave off on the points. Leaves us 2 over. As we go in to get into the meat of the back nine here. If we can drive this accurately, we can absolutely send this towards the green. I did say if there, didn't I? I did. I feel like I said if there. I feel like I said if. Because we absolutely did not drive it accurately. And now we're going from heavy rough to bunker to try and splash out here, and to try and somehow try and get out of this with even just a par. Seems like it's going to be asking a lot. That if in my first statement certainly done a lot of heavy lifting. Scrambling for par there felt like a miracle. I'm going to come out and say that. That's definitely an eagleable hole. I could have found my way back to even there if I had just played properly and played right. But I didn't. These are the cards I dealt for myself, so I have to live with the consequences. Nice accurate pitch shot. Should leave me on the back of the green here. 54 feet's that's a long way for a birdie, I'll say that. It's very hard to read the pips here. Just because the course is so bright. That's going to get close. That's going to get very close. But it's not going to get close enough to drop in for a birdie, so we're going to just 2-tap this one for par and move on. Almost didn't manage to do that either. We're still 2 over. We're battling back. I feel like it's not going to be enough though. I just really have that gut feeling that it's not going to be enough. Oh, this is interesting. I didn't realize there was a second fairway down here. Do have to contend with that tree though, and it's going to be a big uphill fairway as well. We're going to shoot for that one, see what happens. Still get a 300-yard drive out of it, and that's going to leave us with a bit of an uphill stretch here. 6 iron's going to have to put in a lot of work here. It's a little fast, but it's going to get us down there. Oh, it's going to get us on the fairway fringe here. But it's chipping distance. And we have knocked down a chip before on this course. Got us close enough, and we'll take our par. We are very much running out of runway, though. We need to start getting birdies. We need at least 2 birdies from 4 without any bogeys. to even have a shot of making the cut here. Oh my goodness gracious me. I instantly jinxed myself. I regret everything. Look at the crater that we're in. I should just declare this unplayable. Actually, declaring it unplayable here would be nothing shy of a disaster. But my character's not even anywhere near the ball. Like... what's the guy to do here? I clubbed all the way... I clubbed nearly all the way down. Just to try and get out of there. And now he's just gone from like one trench into another. I'm telling you, this game is just really beginning to frustrate me. Like, I've been playing since September. And... you know... It's been fine. I've definitely felt myself improve a lot, but honestly, this feels like I haven't played in months. When in fact it's only been 4 days. It's such a brutal regression in quality. And I wish there was a better way to explain it. I'm just not good at this game anymore. It feels like I need to take a break from it, and maybe just like take a week off and come back fresh. Just take a break, take a week off, let it simmer. It's just literally nothing's going right for me in this game anymore, and like I'll try to be honest with everyone on the channel as best as I can. It doesn't feel fun anymore. Like when you're playing as bad as this, it just doesn't feel fun. Like this is a par 5. This should have been a scoreable position. I'll be lucky if I get away from a par here when I could have had an eagle. Like that couldn't just give me the extra millimeter. I still had to like get it for par. Like, come on, ball. The only miracle is that I'm even on the round. But I mean, sheesh. I'm putting this off the back of a hill, so I need to be careful. Brake right again, please. Not quite enough. Yeah, this doesn't feel fun to me anymore. Which I know, like, it feels awful because I know that, like, some of you have, like, subscribed to me, that you like watching my content, you like watching me play. You've cheered me on when I've done well. But now I'm just not doing well, and I feel like I'm just like wasting the progress that I've made on my YouTube channel away, because I fear that, you know, like, you're here for the golf content. You're not going to want to watch anything else. Which, you know, my attempts at like other one shots and other series have definitely faltered, and have pointed this out to me. But like, no, anything else that I put up just doesn't get the same amount of video views and so on. Which I guess is a little bit inside baseball-y. But that would have been a good par to send it home with. Or like a good putt to send it home with. I'm all over the place. I can't even speak right anymore. I'm just so frustrated. I'm so mad with myself. I shouldn't be mad at myself for posting an even round, but here we are. It's just... It just doesn't feel good. It just really doesn't feel good. 5 over, we're not going to make the cut. So, I'll be honest with you, I don't know what we're going to do on Thursday and Friday this week again. I haven't planned for this. I thought, hey, we get the bad golf out of the way in the stream on Wednesday. Got some bad golf out of the way on Saturday stream as well. I thought, hey, this is it. This is our chance. And just nothing fell for us. It's awful, but that's golf. Like I said, you win some, you lose many, and this is one of the many losses. So yeah, if you made it this far in the video, thank you again. Hope your runs went 1,000 times better than mine did. I'll keep an eye out on the scoreboard for you. I'll probably put up another video towards the end of the week where I'll kind of discuss my future here in TGCTours, so to speak. But for now, it's not looking too hot. So yeah, thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.